What's going on, Facebook Friday? Hey guys, Eric Hammond here of the Orange Stack. Thanks for following along each week as we go live. We're out here in Oceanside today, right on the rocks, and summer's in full swing. It's the middle of July. It's actually my daughter's birthday today, so that's fun. Happy Friday the 13th. Hope you guys are enjoying your summer. Hopefully real estate is off the hook for you right now and just everything is going well. This show, Facebook Friday, is designated towards you guys. It's helping you grow your business. It's helping you expand to the next level, accomplish things you've never done before, and just go all out, right? Like, that's the goal, is just do something you've never done today. So, man, it's cloudy, it's summer, we're here. Let's get into the show and make this an awesome one. Guys, my name is Eric Hammond. I'm part of the Orange Stack, and my whole focus is to bring you, the real estate agent, as much value as we can. And in today's episode, it's really all about the discipline, right? So many of you guys get an idea, get excited about something, 2 weeks later, 2 months later, somehow you get burned out, you get distracted, things come up, shiny objects everywhere, right? My wife always says that. Don't be distracted by the shiny objects. So, guys, today I'm running out of fingers, 10 tips on how to stay focused, how to get your stuff done, and really probably how it's costing you money by not staying focused. So let's jump right into these. These are going to be good ones. The question I have for you is, after you watch this video, respond to me which one you think is the most challenging part of your day. Which one do you struggle with the most in your day? And let me know how you're overcoming it right now, okay? So the first one is really knowing your weakness, okay? That's number one, knowing your weakness. You know, you're not able to do everything. You have challenges, you have things that come up. You're you, and you're really good at you. And one of the things that I learned early on is that I have to hire my weaknesses. I know my strengths, I know what I'm great at, but my weaknesses hold me back, and so I have to hire people in my business to help me with these challenges. There's a lot of things. I'm not going to get into all my weaknesses right now, but there's things that I'm not great at. And know your weaknesses, know what you're struggling with, because that's going to take you longer to do. If somebody can do it in 10 minutes, it's probably going to take you 10 hours to do that thing. So go to Upworks, go to Fiverr, go to your office, go find somewhere where people are, and go get help with the things that you struggle with, because there's somebody who's going to do it better than you. So know your weaknesses and know how to offset that to somebody else. Number two is keep it simple. I think so many of us try to get complicated in what we do. We try to make it more elaborate than it needs to be done. You know, my big thing in the morning is to get up and say, what are my 3 priorities for the day? What are the 3 things that I have to get done today? A, B, and C. Bum, bum, bum. What are those big commitments? What am I going to get done today? And keep it focused on that. You can let other things distract you. You can get distracted with so many things, the internet, social media, some marketing idea, a potential listing that might be coming up, but focus on whatever it is that you need to get done that day. Just write out those 3 and focus on those, and once those 3 are done, then let your mind expand to other things. You know, have time in your day to focus on maybe the B and C items that aren't as important as the 3 top A ones. Okay, number 3 is combine something you want to do with something that you need to do, okay? So the way that I thought about this was a marathon runner, right? Running a marathon is super hard. I work out a lot, I ride my bike a ton out here in Oceanside, but some days it's really hard, it's challenging, and the way I think about it is I bring my earbuds, I put on my headphones, and I listen to either music or an audiobook or something that motivates me and makes the time pass faster. So that's the way that I can relate it to you, but find something that you like to do. For me, it's reading, listening to music, things like that, with something that you need to do, you must do, right? So if you must prospect every morning, and you decided, I'm going to commit to 2 hours of lead gen every single morning, maybe you got to fill in there, if I do 2 hours of this something hard, what's the reward that I can do during that time that's going to bring me joy? Maybe it's eating the donut, maybe it's drinking your favorite coffee, maybe it's doing something that rewards you and makes you feel good about accomplishing those things, okay? Number 4 is remove temptation and distraction. So that can be a hard one. My phone's beeping all the time. I get dozens of phone calls every day. Ironically, all these people are trying to sell me solar, but it's distracting, right? Social media is distracting, the internet's distracting. There's so many things that can be distracting out there. Sometimes you just got to power everything down and push everything aside and get your things done. So turn off notifications on your phone for an hour. There's a little button if you have a Mac in the top right corner where you can actually turn it off for an hour. Nobody can message you, no new notifications are going to come in, no email alerts are going to come in. You can even shut down the phone from ringing, which is cool. So maybe you just got to turn off your distractions for an hour some days and get those things done. The next one is to prioritize tasks. I talked about that a little bit earlier, but for me, it's knowing my A items, my B items, and my C items. You know, what are the 3 things that I have to get done today that no matter what, I'm not going to bed till they get done? Those are my 3 A items. A B item, might be something like, I got to follow up on this email that was from earlier in the week, or I got to check the price of this, or I need to look into this new idea. C items are things like, look, if they don't get done this week and they can be held out for 2 weeks, that's okay. At least they're kind of on my radar and I'm preparing for it. But my A items have to get done. My B items are probably a priority for the week, and C items are probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks. But prioritize your stuff. Everything is not an emergency, okay? So keep an A, B, and C column list on a piece of paper near your desk and just keep moving things around. The C items will eventually become A items if you don't get them done. Just keep moving around, keep making it happen. So that's that one. The next one is don't wait for it to feel right. Now this is kind of an interesting one. Everyone knows that it takes about 30 to 60 days to start a habit. Some people say it's longer. I agree. I think it's probably closer to 100 days to start a habit. And when you begin a new habit, whether it's getting on the phone every single morning and calling FSBOs, or it's waking up at 5 a.m. to do something, or it's working out, or it's eating healthy, whatever it is, habits are challenging, and it's not going to feel natural in the beginning. It's going to be hard. It's going to be awkward. It's going to be easier to go eat that donut. It's going to be easier to not pick up the phone. It's going to be easier to hit snooze, things like that. If it doesn't feel right, keep doing it. It'll become more natural. Obviously, if it doesn't feel right and you're breaking yourself or you're doing hard things that maybe aren't good for your health, maybe that's something that you want to stop. But if it's a habit that you know in the end will bring you the results that you're looking for, keep doing it. After 100 days, it'll feel natural. It'll feel right, and you'll want to keep doing it. Just like that marathon runner we talked about before. Getting out and running your first 26 miles is not fun. But after you do dozens of them, it becomes more normal. You get in that habit, you like to run every day, you're just used to what that feels like, and it becomes right. So don't quit if it doesn't feel right, just keep doing it, okay? The next one is stay on top of your goals and track your progress. Guys, I don't know where you are in the year. It's the middle of the year right now. It's July 13th. 2 weeks ago, it was the middle of the year. It's quarter number 3. Where are you? Have you checked out your goals? Do you know where you are? Are you hitting your numbers? Are you above? Are you below? What are you doing to make up the difference? If you don't have a sheet that tracks your goals and your progress every single day and know where you are, how can you make any correction? There's a bunch of quotes that I could give here about getting lost and not even knowing where you are. But the most important is to track your numbers, know your results. If you've committed to calling 100 people a day for your business and you're only calling 50, but you think you're calling 200 and you don't track it, it doesn't matter. You need to track your numbers. You need to know your progress. You need to see where you are. You need to see how you're going to make up the difference and what you're going to do next, and see where you are, because December's going to come. The year's going to be over. You're going to open up your checkbook and be like, man, where did all the money go? The money went because you didn't track it. If you track your money, if you track your numbers, if you track your results, you're going to be able to double them and increase your numbers and get better at what you do. So track your numbers, stay on top of your goals. For me, it's a sheet of paper on the wall right above my monitor. I know the next 90 days of what those look like. I know where I am today. I know what August and September are going to look like. I know when I can take time off. I know when I need to double down. That's so important for you. The next one is to prepare a backup plan. If your goal is 100 calls for the day and you're only doing 50, what the heck are you going to do tomorrow to get to that 100 calls? What's the backup plan? If things go awry, stuff comes up, your listings fail, somebody cancels, a seller decides to go with his brother instead of you to list their house, what's the backup plan so that you can stay on track? Always have a backup plan. Always have plan B if plan A doesn't work out. I do this show every Friday. I know that something could come up. My camera might die. It might be raining outside. There might be something else. I have a backup plan for this. I know that if things don't happen with the normal plan, I can go to plan B just like that. So be prepared for it. Have a plan B and a plan C, right? If this actually happened to me, I showed up, I was huge on the phone when I got into real estate. I crushed the phones. I was great at it. I would be on the phones 4 to 6 hours a day. It was just so easy for me, and I loved it about it. So it's not going to be easy for you guys. But I remember one morning showing up at the office, and I had my numbers loaded. I was prepared to go. I got into my dialer. I had my scripts ready. I did my role play that morning, and I went to call, and the internet was down. I couldn't call. The program I used, it had to be dialed through the computer, and if my computer didn't have Wi-Fi or any internet connection, I was out. The whole building got shut down for 2 days because somebody actually broke into the bank downstairs and stole the whole server. So what did I do? I went to Starbucks and got on their Wi-Fi and just powered through it. I knew that it was a place that I could get free Wi-Fi. I had a plan B. I knew where I could take it from there, If I just hung around like all the other agents did that day, no joke, 30 agents in my office just hanging around drinking coffee and waiting for the Wi-Fi to come on for 2 days. How much business do you think they got from that? None. I set up 4 listing appointments by going to Starbucks. Guys, you have to have a plan B. The next one is get the right support. Okay, so whether that's a coach, a mentor, a team to help you out, something else, there's got to be somebody in your life who can give you the right support. You're going to hit a wall. You're going to get stuck. You're going to plateau. You're going to have your days where you just don't know what to do anymore. Get support. It could be somebody in your office. It could be a team member. It could be a best friend. It could be something else. Most likely it's going to be a paid coach that you can pay money to every single month who's going to hold you accountable, because when you pay somebody money, you step up to the plate. You step up to that and you're going to get things done. So figure out how to make that work. But the biggest thing is figure out how to be accountable and find somebody who can help you when you get stuck. Get the support you need. Okay, there's so much out there. I always refer to YouTube as YouTube University. If you get stuck, go find a video like this that's going to help you get through the next things. If you don't know how to have a script for door knocking, go Google it. If you don't know how to work on your website, go Google it. If you don't know how to use Google AdWords, go Google it, right? There's a way to figure it out. Don't get stuck. And the last one is forgive yourself and move forward. Guys, so many of us are so hard on ourselves, and yeah, it's probably your fault. Just admit it and move on, right? Like if you screw up, if you sleep in, if you don't work out, if you don't make your calls that day, if you screw up that listing appointment, if you don't do the best you can for that buyer, look, you're human. You're gonna make mistakes. You're probably gonna make 1,000 mistakes today. I've already made 5 mistakes in this video that you didn't even realize, but I got mistakes that have happened. Things are coming up. So make mistakes, realize you're human, move on, forgive yourself. Tomorrow's a new day. Learn from those mistakes and move on. You're gonna be as good as you are, and you're gonna learn from your mistakes if you make it happen. So guys, I appreciate you following along. Again, let me know what 10 tips resonates with you the most. What are you struggling with? What are you gonna do from this video that's gonna help you get past it? Again, we're in the middle of the summer. You've got about 45 days left till school starts for most of you. Let's go kill it, make it an awesome summer. If you're watching this video in December, it's the beginning of the year for you. Go do what you can, go make it incredible, and thanks for following along. Guys, share this video. I know there's probably a dozen people in your office who could benefit from the things that we talked about today. Go share this with somebody who needs to hear it. Real estate is a challenging thing. Being an entrepreneur is a lonely business, and there's a lot of people who need help, and I'm here to help them. So thanks for following along, guys. We will see you next week on Facebook Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific every Friday. And if you're interested in our social tips on how to use social media in your business more, subscribe to our newsletter. We're gonna put the link in this video, probably right here somewhere. Subscribe to our newsletter, and we're gonna give you tips every week on how to use social media in your business to get more followers, likes, and most importantly, close business so that you can go on and sell more houses this year. Thanks for being here. I will see you next week.